everybody. I'm Christine Diaz with Die-Hard Pilates, and I'm here to do a 15 to 45-minute workout, depending upon how much fun we have. And yesterday's workout went really well, I think. I was a little sore this morning. I felt it a lot in my stomach. I hope you guys did too. So what we're gonna do tonight, it's Die-Hard After Dark. You notice some of you have been here before when it's been really Die-Hard After Dark. Tonight we're gonna do stretching. I think it's time that we all stretch a little bit. All right, put on my soft little sad man singing his heart out with an acoustic guitar stretch music. So, whoop. All right, so here we go. Tonight's stretch class is gonna consist of what you have in the house. Maybe you don't have a reformer, maybe you don't have a magic ring. So what are you gonna use to help you give yourself resistance when you stretch? I know we're gonna use an old pair or your best pair of yoga pants. Why a long pair of yoga pants? Because some people aren't very flexible. So let's say we were just using socks, something this long. And I said, hey, put your foot in there. You might not be able to stretch your knee out because you're not that flexible. But with your yoga pants, you can pretty much give yourself as much stretch as you need. So let's go ahead and do what we really probably need to do is just kind of stretch it out. The days are getting longer. I think it's Wednesday, no, it's Friday, so it's gonna be Saturday for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So find a pair of yoga pants. If you can't find any, grab your husband's. And what we're gonna do is lay back on something soft. And just sit here for a minute. There we go. All right, so we're gonna lay on our back, and we always wanna keep what's called a neutral spine. That means we don't push our back into the floor. We just keep it relaxed. So some people's neutral back, you can put your hand all the way through. Some people's are naturally pressed, depending upon what kind of sway you have in your spine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our yoga pants here, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna bend our knees in, lean forward. We're gonna put our feet into the yoga pants, and we're just going to go ahead and give it a nice stretch. So notice I'm pushing my heels to the ceiling, keeping my legs straight, pulling my toes down. So you're gonna give that nice stretch there. And without lifting your tailbone too much, let's just go ahead and take it a little bit over the head. Make sure you're pulling that tummy in. Boy, watching myself on video yesterday really reminded me how much I was driving my shoulders up, how much they need to stay down, and how much I need to pull my belly in. So, woo, we're just gonna sit here for a second and stretch. Again, this is the size of a bathroom. I don't know where you're gonna end up at the end of all of this. You might end up in the garage. You could end up in some kind of crawl space. You might even find a cardboard box, just so that you could work out in there. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna take our left leg and we're just gonna place it so that the sole of the foot is down, the knee is bent, and we're gonna pull back a little bit more on that right. A little bit more. Try not to open your leg up or cross it over your body. Keep it nice and straight. So I'm going straight up to my ceiling. And I'm thinking, boy, have I been thinking. Okay, with your right hand and your right foot still up at the ceiling, I want you to take your left hand and put it off to the side. So what you'll be doing is you're putting your left hand off to the side, okay? I got my left knee nice and bent. I got my right foot into the ceiling, holding on with my yoga pants. I'm gonna turn my head to you guys. Hi. We're reaching out to each other. And here I go. I'm gonna drop my left knee to the outside and lower my right leg out. Okay, if you need to bring your heel in a little bit more, you can. There's a lot of stretch here. So we're reaching, we're keeping the shoulders down, we're breathing, we're holding that belly in. So I've got my right leg dropped all the way out to the side. So if you've done these stretches at the end of class with the strap on your foot, you know what's coming next. So this time we're gonna take that left foot, bring it back up to center, straighten that right leg, extend, move weights, move. We're gonna extend that left leg out to the side, switch hands, and roll. You guys have to see, this is a tutorial. I can't just tell you what to do, you gotta see it. So we're gonna extend this leg out, right? We're gonna extend it out, and we're gonna cross over. My God, does that hurt? All the way up the butt. Right there, down that IT band. Oh my God, I'm trying not to show my emotions. Been hiding my emotions all week. I have emotions that I didn't even know I had. Like fear and anxiety, and then I actually had like this prehistoric like need to hunt all of a sudden. Like, where did that come from? I used to be just a gatherer, but now I'm a hunter. Okay, let's go to the next leg. So here we go. Take the right down, boom, left up. We take the handy dandy yoga pants and we put our left foot right up in there. We got this right foot nice enough, flat on the ground, knee bent. Here we go. We're gonna give it a nice tug. Push that heel up. Hey, my stretch people in the afternoon, you know the importance of bringing down that big toe, bringing down those pinky toes, keeping those feet nice and flat, pulling that belly in. Okay, so now I don't have to spin around because I can just cue you guys to see what to do, right? So here we go. We're gonna extend the right hand out. We've got the right knee nice and bent. We're gonna use this as a counterweight to open up. We got clearance, clearance. All right, here we go. We're gonna lower that left leg out. Open that right knee. And I'm looking at you, you're looking at me. And God, you remember Monday? Remember how young we were on Monday? And we were so naive and we still had hopes and dreams, and now it's Friday night and we're so much older. I feel so much older. I feel like I'm like 53. I'm only 52. All right, here we go. We're gonna straighten out that right leg. We're gonna switch hands. We're gonna start praying to the Pilates gods. We're gonna cross it over and we're gonna get that deep stretch. Here's a pet peeve. See this bottom of my foot? I shouldn't have you see that. My foot should be flexed. Bent, wrong. Sound effects on this one. Foot up. You're gonna cross it over. You're gonna stretch your left butt cheek out. And we're gonna see how I keep wanting to bend this way to give? I'm gonna push. Breathe it out. All right, come back up. Nice. All right, here we go. Everything slowly, man. We don't know really what we're headed for, so we're not gonna just wail our legs and arms around. Now here's a fun one. I figured this one out. I tried the long way, but what you have to actually do is take your handy dandy yoga pants and you have to fold them in half, okay? So remember the magic ring where we would roll up and do our Pilates V? We're gonna do it with the yoga pants. So here you go. Get your knees in there. Get your knees bent into your body. Get your toes up on that yoga pants. Here we go. We're gonna go ahead and extend it up. Do the best you can. If it's a little bit of a bend, I got it. You're really gonna reach. If you need more stretch, do go the long, okay? If this is something you have to do, I understand. We're not all that flexible. So I'm gonna go the harder way and I can't screw up, so the pressure is on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten my lower belly. I'm gonna go ahead and come on up and try not to bend my knees and come right on up into a Pilates V. Good God. All right, we're in. Okay, we're up. We're up. That wasn't hard. We're gonna pull that up nice and high. There we go. Hold it. Hold it. All right, let's bend our knees for a second. Bring those knees into your chest. Hold it. Let's straighten those legs back up. So when you're doing the Pilates V, a lot of people feel like they can't get their hip flexors to loosen up. Never to bring their back straight and their knees into their chest. Why? Because you're not actually tightening your lower abs. So if you think about it, you gotta have to go crunch to get in there. You can't just lean into it. You gotta go, I gotta tighten my lower abs, I gotta grab my yoga pants, and I have to crunch into it. And now we're gonna roll backwards. Oh, that felt good. Okay, let's do another one. See if we can do 2 for a row. I gotta get up a little bit smoother. I can't just, you know, half-ass go for it. All right, I'm going full yoga pant here. Okay, let's see how this goes, team. Abs are tight. Big inhale. Big exhale. And come on up. Hold, hold, hold. Oops, now look at that. But I still kept my legs straight. And I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna pull. Trying to keep the back. Trying to keep the back straight. Abs are tight. Abs are tight. All this shaking is because I had a boat ton of caffeine today and water. Okay, what just happened is that while I was holding on to yoga pants telling you I was full of caffeine, the video just froze. So we're gonna finish with a couple of stretches and we're gonna just slice it in like they do in the movies. Okay, so remember yesterday when we were doing a side runner stretch and we had our leg in and our other leg extended out and facing? This time we're gonna put our leg behind us. And part of this is going to be working those knee muscles and those tight knee tendons. And by turning and taking that leg and pressing it down, we might be putting a little bit of pressure on the kneecap, but we want to start to be able to stretch out those hip flexors. The other part that we talked about yesterday was bringing the heel out in front of us. So the more tucked in it is, the less stretched. The further out it is, the more glute stretch it's gonna be. So beginning from the side, we're gonna come around using the support of that front leg and our 2 hands, putting the weight onto it. See how I just turned my leg, okay? So my knee is actually down. These racing stripes kind of help that. So the knee is actually down. This foot in front of me can be adjusted out a little bit more for more of a stretch or tucked in for less of a stretch. So I'm gonna go about here. I'm gonna pin it around, press my back up. So try not to fall into anything that you're doing. Keep yourself nice and pressed up. So the further out this heel is in front of you, the deeper the stretch. So pressing away a little bit, getting that hip flexor, protecting that knee, rolling into it if you want to a little bit more, keeping those shoulders down, and keeping that belly in. For a deeper stretch, you could go down to the ground on those elbows. I'm actually gonna pull it out a little bit more and show off. Probably give myself a glute cramp. Here we go. And we're gonna go ahead and just hold this for a little bit. And so my masterful son will then just splice this part into the other part when I'm on the other side. So, get that deep stretch in there. This is a holding stretch. We're gonna hold this a little bit longer than we would most stretches because we're using our body weight to really press. And you better be feeling it here in that hip flexor. Keep that belly in, those shoulders down, and then kind of press it down in there. Okay, coming around, I'm gonna roll back on my hips, and then I'm gonna splice right into my leg bounce. So if all's working perfect in the world of technology, this is gonna splice in, and I'm gonna reprimand you for leaving. So here we go, and cut. All right, remember we were doing this little butterfly yesterday? Some of you left. I know who you are. You don't think I know who you are. Some of you left and didn't do the stretching part. Whatevs, you know? That's up to you. You know, I'm not the ruler of you anymore because you're not in my house. But when you get back here, I'm marking your names down. I'm in my mind. All right, here we go. So let's go to the other side. We're gonna try to get, we're not gonna try, we do. We don't try. There is no I in try, okay? There's something to be said in this saying, and I can't remember what it was. Okay, so we're gonna go to the right leg. Okay, again, not going to the side. We're gonna come around, and we're gonna lay our right knee down on the mat. So our beginning stretch is here. Maybe we're tucked in a little bit here, and this is where we're gonna have to be, okay? But if we wanna challenge ourselves a little bit more, we take that leg out, and make sure our belly's in. This turquoise shirt does not hide anything. All right, we're gonna come around, and wow, I am noticeably tighter on this leg than I was on the other one, okay? And I'm holding myself up high. I'm gonna try a little bit more. I'm gonna take my foot out a little bit more. I'm gonna go into maximum. Okay, so I'm resting on my back leg. My foot is straight flat down, and I'm gonna go down to my knee on the back. And I'm gonna hold here. I'm gonna hold here. There we go. I don't know if you noticed, but I am wearing a Die-Hard tank top. For those of you that have been around long enough, I used to make a lot of these. I did get a new silk screen image. Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Liz. And I will be doing some silk screening, some creative silk screening. Good Lord, this stretches in. Oh, let's take it for 5. Let's take it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll. Let's roll out. Roll out. Roll out. Oh, sweet mother. Okay. You know, I'm just going to say it. If it's hard and it's stretchy and I'm feeling it, I'm going to tell you I'm feeling it. We're bouncing those knees. Anyways, the Die-Hard Pilates tank top is coming back. And we'll have some of those, and when we do, I can show them up on the video. If you want one, I can hermetically seal it and leave it for you in an unmarked area, and then send you a map that will have to actually be put together with another set of maps. And then when you get them positioned correctly, you'll be able to locate where they leave the tank top. It's probably gonna be left right in front of Die-Hard Pilates studio on the porch. I think that would be a great place, but we'll make it fun to find. And let's do one more final stretch. Let's do our all-time favorite. We're gonna do an arm roll up. We're gonna reach behind us, pull that belly in. We're gonna try to reach those fingers together, straight. Let's point those toes for this first round. Stick those hips out a little bit more. Now let's pull those toes to the ceiling. Chin up, chest out. I know my chest is out, so whatever. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's lift with belly, lift with belly. Come forward, lean and stretch. Lean and stretch. What do we talk about when we stretch? Chin to knees, chest to knees. Push it in. Push it in. Keep that belly in. All right, here we go. We're going to do 2 more. We're going to roll up. Take the left hand. Place it behind you. Lift your left knee. See my right foot still placed straight up and down? I'm going to go ahead and take my right elbow, and I'm going to put it on yellow. My left foot is on green, and my left hand is on red. If you know Twister, that's a pretty good move. We're gonna keep those shoulders back, that chest out. We're gonna twist. We're gonna give me jazz hands, like Roxy Hart in Chicago. Jazz hands. And then turn if you want, reach if you want. Sitting up a little straighter, but keeping those shoulders down. Really twisting. I'm gonna give you a little front view of what's going on. My foot looks larger this way, okay? My foot does not take up half of my body. Okay, so what I did here is I have this foot bent, lined up knees. I have this hand behind me. I took my right hand over my left knee, and see how I'm twisting? Keeping that belly tight. My foot looks like it's ginormous. All right, let's go forward, 2 giant feet. Okay, and this little thing right here, this is actually a blister from high heels. I know. And let's roll up. We're gonna do a right knee bend. We're gonna take that left elbow. We're taking that right hand behind us. Taking that right hand behind us. We're turning. Chest hands. Twisting, belly in, chest out, eyes forward, head on straight. Adjust attitude. Okay. And let's go ahead and reach forward. I've decided for the next couple of days we're going to end in the same position. We're going to lay down on our side and we're going to curl up in the fetal position and we're just going to rock for a few minutes. We're just going to curl up in the fetal position. It's not a sign of defeat. It just means that we really want to go backwards into the womb. No, it just means, I don't know what it means. I'm sure someone has an idea that they could post, but I just feel like we should just all curl up in the fetal position. If you want to, take your forehead down to your knees and cry. Just cry for a minute. If you want to do the psychotic rocking, you can do that. This helps a little bit. This really adds to the crazy. You know, you can whisper out some strange words like marshmallows, marshmallows. And exhale. Okay, so checking my hair. Okay, gang, we're gonna do this every day until I get absolutely tired of it, but so far so good. Stick around tomorrow. We'll do another random amount of time and a random amount of moves. I hope you enjoyed the stretching tonight. Remember to subscribe. Now, just for some of you to understand, the subscribe button does not mean you have to pay. It's a term using to say that I am popular. That in the YouTube world, look man, we're at double digits. We're at like 32 subscribers now, okay? 32K. No, like 32 actually, like 3 dozen. Subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Parents, tell your teenagers to subscribe, okay? We could become a sensation. Because we're sensational. All right, heads up. We're out of the fetal position. We're all stretched out. Let's raise those arms up. Namaste, bitches.